Yo, what up? Yo, what up, everybody?
Yo,
Welcome to the Scottie Show. Man, today I got a very special guest, Egyptian man, straight from the UK. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, my brother. How are you, man? It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man, I'm doing good, man. For the people that don't know who Egyptian is, man, who's Egyptian?
Egyptian is a producer, artist, manager, um, just an all-round creative. I'm from Northwest London, Camden specifically.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm just here, just been doing this since 2015, I think. So yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. So like when did you get into like producing and like all the things that you went to right now? Specifically, music producing. Like how did you get into that and like how did you know that's what you wanted to do?
That's a good question. I think I started I started getting into this definitely around, I'd say, about 2015, 2016.
Hmm.
I was in university at the time. I think you guys call it college, right? So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
in college, getting high shit, drinking, schooling. Then I don't know, like I think I must have tried to, I think I bought FL Studio before I came to college, my first year of it. So really
Mm,
and truthfully, I was
mm.
like, okay, this is kind of what I want to go into, because music before then, before the whole college era, before I went college, I was like, yeah, I like music. I want to, and I could see the styles I liked as well. I could
Hmm.
see the things I liked. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to try do it. And I think my mom as well, like she helped me when I was younger, when I was like about 15. There was this like youth club in my area,
Hmm.
and they had this youth club where you could like make beats on Logic, but I
Oh,
didn't really
shit.
like it. But like I appreciated her for like even trying like just to push me to do that shit. So then it just kind of resurfaced. So the whole like love for just wanting to make beats resurfaced definitely around 2015, 2016 when I was in university. So I'd met people on my course who'd made music, and then I'd worked with them. Once I worked
Mm.
with them, then I just started making more beats, started going more crazier, then just like started elevating myself, started finding even more sounds, getting even more deeper in the underground route. Once
Yeah,
I'd found
yeah.
that, um, I think once I'd found that, then I was getting added into like Twitter GCs, like Twitter group chats. Then that was how I
Hmm.
was connecting, networking with so many people. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just from 2015, 2016.
How do you feel about the UK like drill scene and shit like that? Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, shit, I feel like it's cool. I feel like I guess again, because I've listened to it from the jump, it's like I've seen the transitional period of drill itself out here in this
Yeah.
country. So I feel like the older stuff is always gonna sit for me most, because it was more real. It was more rawness to like what people were saying and the lives they lived.
Mm.
And I think because it was just like, bro, like you had to go on like SoundCloud to like even like listen to like some people's tapes and shit. So it was like it was proper
Yeah.
underground before that. Back then it was like, yeah, this is like proper drill and shit. But now I think it's cool it being commercial. I just think there's other sounds that are gonna take over, like
Yeah, yeah. So like, would you say it's kind of like corny now? Like a little bit? Like it's like too mainstream? Like,
a little bit, a
it's
little.
just
For me personally, I don't listen to as much as I used to. That's for sure.
no, yeah, like for sure, cause cause I'm from Illinois, and Chicago, it's like 2 hours
Yeah.
away from where I am. So like we
Okay.
saw
Shit.
that, yeah, we saw that whole drill scene, like like it spread like wildfire. So like our city,
Yeah.
like we like idol like a lot of when I was younger, we literally love like I didn't idolize Chicago, but there was a lot of people that like idolized it, and like I saw it
Yeah.
like just taking over, people shooting each other and shit like that, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was going up, and like, and now to where it's at right now, New York is doing drill, and then New York drill, and then then I saw the UK drill, but then I saw how
Yeah.
easily accessible it was like getting to people that weren't actually like living, what they were like talking about. I never like I never gotten like drill like drill rapping. Like I never got into it. Like I
Mhm.
wasn't like I never like considered myself like a drill artist or anything like that at the time when it
Yeah.
was like popping.
Yeah.
Cause like I never lived that shit. Dog. Like I was like shit, like this shit's
Facts.
fire.
No
But like
facts.
I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not about to do it because it's popping. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Exactly.
can't like I can't talk that shit because like I never like been in that, I never been in like
In that
I've been
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I've never been in that situation. I've been around those kind of people, but I've never been in those kind of situations with those people.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
100.
Like, yeah, and so do you think that like it's more commercialized now out in the UK? Would you say?
Yeah, 100%. There's more money from all these white corporations putting, money into like signing these people from these areas, who are
Mm-hmm.
in those situations. So now they can better their lives, and it just makes the genre go up because it's charting already out here. It's charting in
Mm-hmm.
America from early. And it's crazy to understand the influence Chicago has. And yeah, I think, UK drill is doing their thing, man. But I think it's definitely in a weird kind of place at the moment because I just think, yeah, there's people there like if you've listened to them from time, you'll know about their stuff, you know about their catalog,
Mm-hmm.
you know what they're on. But at the same time, there's always new people popping up. But I think there's just new sounds in general that are coming up out here in the UK, to be honest. So that's
Yeah.
why I don't really pay attention to drill.
Yeah. One thing, like, so I was listening to your project that you recently have put out, and like
Oh yeah,
I was listening to one of your songs, I forgot the name of it, but dude, you sound like you from America sometimes when you be like rapping, bro. Like I'm like, damn,
thank
like
you.
yeah. I mean, like I was like, this shit like caught me off guard. Like even when like you're doing like the melodic shit, like is it weird? Do you think it's weird sometimes when you like hear yourself make music and sometimes you don't like because I hear like your act like the accent that you have right now, but
Yeah,
like when you sing sometimes, like is that for a lot of people from the UK when like they sing or when they like when they like do like melodic stuff or like sometimes like does like an American accent just like come out sometimes on accident? Like how does that like work
yeah.
for y'all, bro? That's just crazy, dog. Like
Yeah, that's I don't think it's a thing on purpose. I think it's just done by accident because
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like a person like me who loves melodic music from America, right? If all
Mm-hmm.
of my favorite artists are like from America and they use autotune and they sing, naturally in
Mm-hmm.
my head, I'm gonna try sing it in a way that sounds cool. Like it might come out that way, but I don't I
Yeah.
don't think it's intentional for sure. I think
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I think it's by
it's
accident. Like
just
I hear like yeah, I hear like a
yeah,
lot of like artists from like the UK sometimes, and like I think it's just by accident that like their accent will just be a little bit different because you have to, even when like even with myself, like I have to like change my voice in order to hit a certain note. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's one of those ones, man. It's one of those ones for sure.
Hmm. What do you think? Like, your favorite collab? Like, who's a who would you say like so far like your favorite collabs are with?
My favorite collaborations. Is that with artists or producers, or should I say both?
It could be whatever. Yeah, it could be with whatever.
Um, I think my favorite collaborations probably has to be. I think it's a good question.
Oh, hold up. I think your audio. Your mic
Oh,
muted on
oh,
accident.
sorry, my bad, bro.
You good? You
Shit,
good? You
my
good?
bad, bro.
You
Hey, I
good,
was saying
dog?
I'm gonna separate the list. I'm gonna do a UK and American list for sure.
Mhm.
Um, so like the UK people I love working with are definitely all my friends. Manny Dubs, DXVL,
Mhm.
Kiko, Lord Unknown, Lord Sujin,
Hell
just
yeah.
Kish Fantastic,
Hmm.
Kemi, OG Kemi, Pierre. So many names, man. Shit, I feel like I'm gonna forget a hell of people.
No, you all good, dog. No, like, hey,
Yeah,
if you forget them,
Luna,
shout out to them,
shit.
bro. You know who you are if you work with
Yeah, shout out
Gypsum,
to
bro.
everyone in it. Shout out to everyone. But
Yeah.
in terms of America, I definitely say R1. R1 boys, Cowboy Killer. Um, Working with Jug 2K is always amazing. They're amazing
Oh, that's
people, humble
fire.
people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, even just being a part of the collective as well is cool. Who else I'm gonna say in America I really love working with? Five Finger Posse, all of them, all cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep.
Um, uh, Super Six Club, another
Yo,
collective that
Super
moves.
Six Club. Oh, you dropped the gem right
Shout out to
there.
Super Six for sure, man. Shout out to
Yeah, yeah,
Six. Shout out to Asta's team. Shout out to Dari. Shout out to Doddy Gats. Shout out to everyone in Super Six. Shout out to Coltrane. Shout out to
Shout
Lunkhead.
out Dottie Gas.
Uh,
Hell yeah, dog.
yeah, man. Shout out to all the guys, bro. I don't know. There's just so many. There's just so many people that I've kind of worked with. So it is a hard question. But I feel like the direction I'm going and the people I'm working with at the moment, I just love being around everyone. So
Yeah,
even though I
yeah,
might forget names, yeah, and UK
yeah.
as well, the plug scene as well that I'm in. I love working
Mm-hmm.
with Finch Fetty, Basky, Mali Allen, all my friends, man,
Mm-hmm.
just all my friends in general. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a blessing.
Yeah, one thing I like about your music though is I actually like that you didn't like, you know, like you're doing like I like that you didn't just do like straight up UK drill. I like that all your shit is different and like you're giving like
Thank you,
different vibes on like on each different like track on your project.
thank you.
And what is like the inspiration behind that? Like who, like what artists inspire you? What things inspire you when you're
Mhm.
like living your life? Like what's inspiring you to make like different music?
I think what inspires me to make my music is definitely the settings that I'm around on some days for sure,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes the environment I'm in as well, and a lot of old music as well for sure. A lot of
Mm.
older underground artists, you know, like Lofty 305 as well. That's an amazing person I've spoken to and worked with. Um, I think like the whole Raider Clan era, even like early
Yeah,
ASAP era
yeah.
was cool. Like the early
Mm-hmm.
cloud rap era as well was fire.
Yeah,
The early
yeah.
plug days was fire. Mexico Drill when he was like
Yeah,
uploading beats
Mexico,
onto
Joe.
YouTube.
Yeah, dude, you know your
Oh
shit, dude. Yeah, bro.
yeah, bro. I'm
shout out
telling you,
Egyptian,
I'm tapped
bro.
in,
Hey,
tapped
yeah,
in.
yeah, bro,
You get
tapped
me?
in. Hell
Tapped
yeah,
in,
no, you know
bro.
your shit, dude.
Yeah, you know, Sorrel Gang, Zang Gang, Auto SGP, shit. Everyone, bro. There's so many sub scenes, even just in America itself. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that stuff has kind of inspired me. And then me being from London as well. And then like I think one thing I really love is the nighttime. So I'm a night
Yeah,
person. I'm a night crawler.
yeah.
So I see that kind of inspires my beats as well. So that's
Mm-hmm.
just the whole like cyber step of everything.
Mm-hmm. What fire? Um,
Thank you,
bro,
bro.
how do you how you feel about the Queen?
I mean, shit, we ain't gonna talk too tough on this, but I mean,
I just
I
wanted to
think
ask.
we'll be so blunt with you. I mean, yo, I get that's the like grandma and everything, and yeah, respects
Yeah,
to the grandma, yo, that's just past. But me personally, I
you
don't
know,
really care, and I've never
yeah.
cared. I know I'm a black man. I'm not from England. I'm from like
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, so
Yeah, yeah.
this isn't my root. This isn't me. This isn't
Mm-hmm.
my bloodline. I'm just here just to stay. But like soon,
Yeah,
eventually, I'm
yeah.
gonna have to go back where I'm from. So it doesn't matter to me. I feel like it's just it was inevitable anyways. Like she was like 90 something years old. So if niggas want me
Mm.
to be crying about shit about an old woman, then no. And
Yeah, I
bro, she
feel
has
you
all
on
these
that.
jewels from Africa anyway, bro. She need to run that shit back.
Yeah, I swear to God.
She need to run
I
that
swear to God.
shit back.
Yeah, she gotta run. Yeah, she definitely gotta run that shit back. Um,
Exactly.
how was it like, you know, just growing up in so did you come straight from Nigeria to the UK or were you or did your parents come to the UK and then you were
My,
raised
yeah,
in the
my parents, you know, kind of like my parents came from Nigeria to the UK to London.
mm, mm,
Um, but I feel like it's similar because you know in America, like I see like how Haitians talk about their family bloodline, how their parents moved to like from Haiti to you know Florida or wherever they're from. So it's just
mm,
similar vibes, man. Literally, we just
yeah,
came here for opportunity. Now we're here, so
yeah.
shit.
How was it just growing up, like, you know, in the UK? Like what
It's been cool. Like I've moved from South London to Northwest London when I was a kid. My grandma kind of raised me when I was like young,
mm,
like for a bit, because my parents was they had me young, so like my grandma always was just like the person who was just like just slapping me on the head. Just she was
mm,
literally a teacher as well, so like I had to kind of be good at school. So it
yeah.
was cool. I wouldn't even say and I knew I wasn't even good at school because when I was in secondary school, I was actually like really dumb as hell. Like, but I was always that kid who wanted to like be smart. So I
Yeah,
think when I
yeah.
left school, even though I didn't leave school with like the best results or whatever, like I feel like when I left, like I learned way more about myself and more about the world and more things I can have for my own intuition. So it was
Mm-hmm.
nice. And yeah, just I'm from Camden anyway, so it's like a central hub. You know, it's like tourists
Mm,
come to my part of like London just because there's so much things. There's like a market you can go to and stuff. So yeah, I'm just blessed, man. I just feel like I'm just been blessed just to see a lot of things. Shit.
Yeah. Is it like I know people like bag on the food out there, bro. I know like I see it on Twitter, bro, sometimes. Bro, what is your and you might just because I see like Nigerian food. Nigerian food is it looks fire. But like the UK food, yeah, the UK food, like what's like your favorite like UK dish and what's your favorite like Nigerian dish?
That's a very good question, bro. I think my favorite UK dish has to be a Sunday roast. So it's just like you get roast chicken, vegetables, gravy with some
Oh,
like some
okay.
really roasted potatoes, proper English food, bro. You might have it with like a beer sign, you feel me?
Okay.
Or I'd want to say an English for breakfast minus the pork, you feel me? But that's for England. For my favorite Nige food has to be like jollof rice and fried rice with some chicken, some stew chicken and a super malt and some side salad. Bang. Oh, rice and ayamashi stew in it. If people watching this when they see it, they know. But yo, those are my favorite things.
I feel you, bro. What is like when what was like the first song you made where you were like, yo, dog, this is fire. This is that one. This is the one that people are gonna fuck with. Like, what is a song that like really like kind of like did numbers for you that people was really fucking with that like people should go check out?
I feel like it was Cowboy Killer White Tee. I'm gonna say an American artist in the UK. Cowboy Killer White Tee when Cowboy Killer hopped on one of my beats. I think it was like 2019, 18. And I dropped it on my SoundCloud and it was getting like a lot of likes. And I was like, oh shit, like damn, that's fire. But I had already had a song before that with another brother from Houston called Trash and Bash. And it was called Fuck School. Like, because we was young at the time, innit? So it was like we were still kind of in school technically, but he made a song called Fuck School. And it had nearly like 900K plays on SoundCloud. So I think people had seen that and then yeah, it was going well. But I don't think that's even my best beat or anything. I feel like it was just just very early stages of myself. So even the Space Coast placement as well with Story.
Oh shit, that's
AJ.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
But that was cool as well, and working with Lofty as well, that was cool.
Yeah, so you
working with
pretty
everybody,
much
working
like
with Five Finger Posse.
yeah, you part of the history, bro. You part of the fucking
Oh
history,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's
Oh,
crazy. Yeah, that's fire, dog. How do you view Tim Westwood?
I mean, I feel like for what he's done in terms of like the actual UK, yeah, it makes sense. You know, he's helped people push their careers, and I feel like yeah, he's a bit brazy to talk on right now, to be honest, because I mean he has some allegations towards his name, so
I didn't
it's to
even
do
know
with like
that.
yeah, for real. It's to do with like mine. It's a long story.
Oh god damn. Oh damn.
Yeah, it's a long story.
R.I.P. my R.I.P. that dude.
R.I.P. that dude, fam. For real,
Yeah,
for real.
bro. How do you feel about Charlie Sleuth? Is it Sleuth or Sloth? Charlie Sloth.
Charlie Sloth. Charlie Sloth.
Charlie
Yeah,
Sloth.
he's cool.
Okay.
He's cool. Sometimes he shouts a bit too much, but he's cool. I mean, yeah, again, he's another person who's helped put people on, who's helped, push. I think I remember when I saw Pop Smoke come to London, and then he did the Charlie Sloth freestyle thing, and I was like, yeah. So it's cool to see him even build a bridge as well to kind of help American artists and somewhere as well as UK artists. So
yeah,
and I've been watching obviously his freestyles from young as well when I was in like secondary school days. So yeah, he's a cool guy.
How wild do the Manchester United games get? Have you ever been to a Man United game?
Bro, I've been to one, bro, and yeah, I think they do get wild. I think it's like almost like lad culture. Like I don't know what a lad is in America. I'm trying to describe it as like Chads.
Oh,
it's almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
Chad. Not even Chads. It's like, can I say Chad culture? I think it's something similar to that in it, but it's just
I know
proper
about,
white people culture.
Yeah,
like proper white boy culture, like proper just geezer culture. But it's amazing, just the energy there and just going there as well. Like to the stadium is huge, so it was fun going. And I do need to go again, but obviously being from London, so it's just yeah,
that's crazy. Did you ever get into like soccer and shit like that? Like, did you get into any sports like while growing up in? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh hell
definitely.
yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like everyone, every black boy from London, yeah, I feel like most, well, okay, a majority of us always wanted to be a baller, like growing up. So yeah, I was always playing football when I was a kid. Um,
That's
Playing football
crazy.
in the park, or playing football for my team. So yeah.
That's fire. What is some new stuff that people can be ready to like see? Like are we gonna like do you think you'll be coming out with music videos and shit like that? Like do you want to get more visuals? Do you want to like try for that more? Like what is like
Yeah,
the next things that you want to like work on and build?
that's a very good question, man. I think one thing I've noticed is to understand your brand and your brand identity. So I kind
Mm-hmm.
of want to understand even though I know the sounds I like and the beats I like making, I want to understand and push the ones that will I like, but the ones that will also
Mm-hmm.
kind of, get people to like moi.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I just want to understand. I want to drop a tape as well, like various tapes. I want to do one of myself rapping. I am dropping a tape on the 23rd as well. It just has UK artists and American artists on my beats.
Oh,
So it's just like
fire.
even Dari's on it. Us the teen is on it. OG Kemi, Denzino, Sheree. So many people are on this one, and
Mm.
yeah, it's gonna be a good tape. Um, I want to keep doing stuff like that, keep having producer tapes, but with just artists on these. So it shows that producers aren't just the backbone, even though we are very much the stronghold of like music, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
we can drop these tapes so people can see us and see our own creative styles and the way we
Mm-hmm.
want to push things as well. It's not that we're just in the back and just not getting any credit. We have to drop tapes too so people recognize our work. So, and
Hell
even just
yeah.
us as individuals. So yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm doing a rap tape. I'm doing everything. I'm doing videos, everything I can, and I'm managing one person as well. I'm managing like some R&B producers. So I wanna get better at being a manager.
Hell yeah. I feel that, bro. Bossing up and all that shit, dog. You got to. Especially
Yeah, right.
like knowing that like you have a lot of knowledge. You know the history. Of this shit. So like definitely for sure. Like you definitely have like you have the ear for it because you was dropping a hella names that like that's from America that has like deep
Mm,
like history like with like the underground shit. You know what I'm saying? And
hmm.
I don't know if a lot of people from the UK know that shit. Like, and you surprised me by like name dropping all those people that
No,
you was
thank
name
you.
dropping. I was
No,
like,
I,
God
I feel
damn.
like you'll be surprised. No, bro, seriously, like you'll be surprised. Like there are a lot of people out here who are like tapped in, tapped in. Not just me as a UK underground like producer, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's other people in my scene who have worked with people out there who know Five Finger Pussy, who know
Mm.
Black Crane, who know this guy and that guy.
Bro,
And
he said Black Craig. God damn. He said
I'm
Black
telling you,
Craig.
bro, people are tapped in,
That's
man. People are tapped in.
crazy. He just
Yeah,
said
we are
Black
tapped in
Craig,
for
y'all.
sure.
That's
And
fire.
the thing is, it's all about building the bridge. So even going back to your last
Mm.
question of what I want to do, definitely I want to build the bridge of the UK and American scene in some way. I want to continue to build that
Yeah.
shit.
Is there any other like producer that has like done like that's doing what you doing right now? Cause like this is the first
Oh,
I've heard of like
100%.
yeah, cause like this is like
No.
I think you're the first one. No, for me, you like the first one that like I heard of like doing like a tape with UK artists and American artists. Like, cause I don't know about
Okay.
like the UK like producer like scene like that. Like,
Damn, I'm trying to think if I know there's people in my scene who have done tapes, who are producers who've
mm.
done tapes with UK artists on it. In terms of American and UK, I think I might be the first one. I think I might be the first or the second. I think or maybe Omari's done it. Omari
Mhm.
Lysater has done it. But I'm for sure at least number two or number three there if someone
Okay.
else has done
Bet. Have you ever thought about like the like doing like the club scene out there? Like, have you ever thought about like DJing and shit like that? Since you are a producer, like, do you
it.
know like yeah have you are you like tapped into like the club scene? Like, how is that shit?
Yeah, I am. To be fair, I actually do DJ as well. I do everything,
Oh
bro. I'm
shit,
like I'm like a multi mega man, fam. I do everything. So I do DJ
that's
with
lit.
my boy Jamie. He's like you know he's a part of 108 Mics. I don't know if you've heard the blog before, but they've wrote on a lot of American underground
Mm,
artists as well as UK underground artists. And
mm.
yeah, we DJ sometimes in like this place in Dalston and out in London. So when I'm not doing that, sometimes people might hit me up to DJ for them out here for their own
Mm-hmm.
shows. So yeah, I have a show on Sunday actually. I think I'm DJing for, which is pretty sick. So yeah, I'm
That's
looking forward to
fire.
that shit. Yeah,
how
man.
is it like, you know, like how is like the club scene in the UK? Like I don't know if it's like similar to America, but like how is that shit? Like what's like the craziest shit that you've seen? Like, you know, like you ain't gotta go
Bro,
into crazy detail, but like what's like the craziest shit you've seen in the UK? Like
bro,
just being a night crawler.
I'm not gonna say who, but I seen a drill rapper pull up to one club when I was out here one time, and then his ops was like in the club as well. So they dashed the bottle at his table, and then there was like a fight that broke out, and the club got locked off and everything. It
Damn.
was mad. I've seen a lot of stuff. Even my own self, I've been dragged out a couple clubs sometimes. I feel like clubbing out here is good depending on what type of music you want to go to specifically. It really just depends on the music and the vibe you want to get. Because you could go to any club, but like if you don't go to somewhere where it's popping, then it's
Yeah,
all right.
man.
The best
They
thing.
be playing the drill music in the clubs and shit. That shit crazy.
Yeah, they do. They do. They play all sorts, man. Drill, shit, pop, reggae. They play everything you
Yeah,
can think of.
yeah.
They play it. Yeah.
Yeah. How is like the you know, like so like is it just like okay, so like in America, you know, we got places like Chinatown where like there's just like Chinese people like Chinese community. We got Koreatown where
Yeah.
there's just the Korean communities and stuff like that. Is like in the UK, is there like a Nigerian, just like a Nigerian community like that has like their
Yes,
own section and
absolutely,
shit? Okay, bet.
absolutely.
Yeah,
South London,
how is
bro,
that
is
shit?
like so like majority of like when black people from Africa and from the Caribbean first migrated to England, they went a lot of them couldn't get the houses or the properties in North London because they were expensive at the time. So a lot of them were pushed to South London and East London and other parts of London. So most of
Mm,
them are in South London. So that's like a very black community in terms of England. So when you come to
mm-hmm,
England, you go to South London, you'll see more black people than if you're gonna go to like another part. I think it goes for the same as well of like Somalis being in like northwest London because
mm,
again that's the turf. And all I know is that Peckham is almost like a little Nigeria. It's like if you go in
mm-hmm.
Peckham, you're gonna see Nigerians, you're gonna see Nigerians everywhere you go. So yeah, man, there's a lot of
Okay.
culture in terms of England, and not even just black people as well. There's
Mm-hmm.
Asians like Bengalis, Pakistanis. So it's like we have the same cultures like America has, but it's like it's not that big because there's all these other sub cities out here. There's all these other cities outside of London, and it's like not a lot of them have that diversity. So
Yeah. Um, so like I know y'all ain't got guns and shit like that, but I know the knives and shit is crazy, dog.
yeah,
Bro, like how is like that shit out there with like the knife situation going on, swords, all types of shit, bro. I seen like videos of crazy shit.
yeah,
Like, bro, like what is your take on like the knives and all that shit?
yeah, man. It's a sticky one still. I think knives are crazy out here, man. I think you know just the crime itself. I think it's never really gonna end.
Yeah,
I don't think it's ever gonna go down as much as we want it to as communities. But it's definitely killing the communities, and I feel like obviously for people having it, it makes other people think, oh shit, they need to go have that shit too. So
yeah.
it's just a wild one, man. It's just like a whole double entendre one. So really and truthfully, just don't be part of that shit. Just do your own thing. Just separate yourself from that. That's what I'd say to people.
Yeah, bro. Do you think it's like it's crazy? Cause like I've like there's literally like no like y'all have no guns over there, right? Like no one got guns besides like y'all government, correct?
No, no, no. People have guns for sure, bro. People have guns.
What you can have guns, bro? That's
People,
wild. Y'all just
yeah,
don't post that
people
shit.
have guns.
People
Exactly.
just don't
And
post it.
also,
Yeah,
it's just a thing. I guess it's just like I don't know because I'm not a part of this stuff.
yeah.
So I think it's just a thing where it's just like it's obviously some people have limited access to it and some people have access to it in large amounts. So it
Oh,
varies.
okay,
It varies
okay.
for some people. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
thing. So
Yeah, so yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense. Like, so y'all, so yeah, y'all strapped up, but like secretly, because I'm just like, damn, bro, these motherfuckers just gave their shit up. Like, I'm like, y'all can't, like, honestly, me personally, like, I believe, like in America, you know, in the Midwest, dog, like, it's easy as fuck to get a gun over here, dog. Like you can sign
legit,
you can sign for a FOIA card, get that bitch in 3 days. Next thing you know, you can buy any gun you fucking want, like, and like, bro, it's crazy, dog. You can get anything you want, bro. Like, and then like Texas is even more. You know about Texas. You know Texas.
Oh, bro, I've heard so many stories about Texas.
You don't even need a guns license. You don't even. You could just go to, bro. You could just go to like gun shows, bro, and you can get bitches with like the fucking like 50-round like drum. You can get the switch on it. Bro, it's crazy, dog. And then like you got like you got places like California and stuff like that, and they're connected to Mexico. They're connected to Mexico, so like they can get hella guns from Mexico into like Cali. So like you can get guns from Mexico, you can get guns from Texas, you can get guns from pretty much anywhere, like in America. There's more guns. There's more guns than there is people, like in America. That's the wildest shit. Like, and like you'll it's just like the knives. It's like the knives thing. You'll never get rid of it. People are always gonna want to like have something to defend themselves, but like you can't stop people from being irrational. You can't, like, that's my thing. Like if you take away the knives, people are gonna use their fists. So what you gonna cut people's hands off? Yeah, like
no, exactly. That's facts.
And the next thing you know, you're gonna get
even be worse as well. No, for real. It was even worse at one time because we had like acid attacks was big out here.
Oh, so that's like, crazy. That's what I'm saying. People are just gonna get more creative, like with how they do stuff. And my thing is that and the thing about that thing about is like, shootings do happen, but that's people that are looking for revenge. The everyday person in America, they not fucking shoot. We're not like, people aren't just shooting each other. You know what I'm saying? It's more. It's more. Most shootings, I would say, is either by a crazy motherfucker. Like, that's like every like, I would say, like, I don't know how often a fucking mass shooting happens here, but it's obviously not that often that people can just forget that, like, that shit, like mass shootings be happening. You know what I'm saying? Like. And it's just wild that like I said, that like, I don't know how you feel about like laws and stuff like that, but I think it's just crazy how people can be like, yo, we're gonna take things away from adults, and like adults can't have, like, you feel like you're being like little kid by like you know, like little boy or little girl by like your own government, by adults, by other adults, like by other adults. I'm like, dog. Like,
and they're the same ones who are still gonna have them weapons for themselves. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, and they're the ones that got the private security and all that shit. They're the ones that can, by the snap of a finger, they can be like, handcuff this motherfucker and kill him. Like, easy as hell. Man, it's crazy. And that's why I think, I think everyone, like, whether you take away the guns, whether you take away the knives, people are gonna figure out how to get their get back, no matter what. Like, they'll put a plastic bag over your head and fucking suffocate your ass. Like, bro, imagine they take away the knives from y'all, and now people are just putting plastic bags, like, they
plastic bags and just choking niggas out with plastic bags,
bro, in public, bro. Imagine that shit. That's gonna be even more, bro. Like, they making deaths more brutal. Like, by doing that, because you have to get creative. You have to get creative on how to do that shit.
Legit.
This meeting is being recorded.
Yo, we are back, Egyptian. Yo, man. So like, we were talking about like the knife situation and everything, and like whether you take away like the knives or whatever, people are gonna get, like, you know, creative with how they gonna do shit. So do you think that, like, since who like really, like, the royals have nothing to do with the government. They ain't got nothing to do. They can't really do shit. Is that like, y'all know that for a fact? That's a fact.
Yeah. I mean,
they have no influence.
I feel like they don't really have influence, but at the same time, it's like, like the government, they abide by the royal family, because if the royal family says, yo, chop off your hand, they have to do that shit because they're the royal family. So that's the whole fuckeries about this whole country anyways. There's just too many fuckeries.
That's crazy. So do y'all think that like, And y'all becoming more like do you think you're under more surveillance now, like city wise? Like,
Good
you think there's like
question.
do you think there's cameras everywhere? Like, I just want
Definitely.
to. Yeah, I just want to see like what it's like, because it's in Chicago, bro. There's literally cameras everywhere. Like if you go over the speed limit, like and a camera catches you, you getting a ticket at your at your door. Like,
Mm.
yeah, like, and there's literally like
I thought
cameras.
that's the same, man. I definitely thought that's the same because London is a big city and they
Mm,
be trying to catch out anyone, anywhere, anytime. So I
mm,
think for sure there's cameras. I mean, at least what I noticed, there's a lot of cameras, and even just in some parts, there's always like a lot of police, more police than there needs to be, bro. Like they
mm.
just sometimes just doing the most. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Do y'all take y'all police serious? Because they got no guns. So like, do y'all
I
take them
mean,
serious at all? Like,
I'm take no police serious. I think a lot of them are just very weird. I remember one time being in university getting stopped by the police, and like I was on my way to class, and he was like, "Oh, I think maybe just because he ain't never seen a black person out there before, because it was almost like I was in the country, so like like in America, it's like you go outskirts of like a proper major
mm-hmm,
city, and you have all these country motherfuckers. So it was
mm-hmm,
basically like that, and he was like, "Yeah,
mm-hmm.
there's been a reporting of a bike stolen out here, and you fit the description with a gray jacket." And I'm like, "Bro, this better this is a new Armani jacket," and I'm like, "Bro, like." I'm not the guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to get the class, everything. So yeah, police are just weird.
Yeah,
That's what I
bro,
can
that's
say.
crazy.
Police encounters, weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Weird as fuck.
And like, do y'all think people don't take them serious because they aren't armed? They just have a billy club and a shield, pretty much.
I feel like yes and no. I feel like people do take them seriously because then it's like they're even more inclined to want to harm people because they don't have certain items on them at certain times. But then at the
Mm,
same time, police are killing people out here, like Chris Kaba, for example, he was a black man, same age as me. He got
mm-hmm.
killed the other day. So
Damn, how do you
yeah,
die? Did they just beat him to death?
nah, they shot him. They shot him,
They
bro.
shot
Like
him,
yeah,
bro.
it's all over the news, bro. Like
What
no
the
joke,
fuck?
bro. Like I'm
That's
saying,
crazy, bro. Like,
it's a
and the
fucking
reason why I'm saying this is crazy is because like don't nobody get shot out in the UK, where there gotta be a nigga that gets shot.
exact
That's
like no for real.
crazy. Like that's like the
Definitely that.
crazy. That's the craziest thing about it though. Like like the police. I ain't never heard of the police shoot nobody else.
Yeah,
Like
just black
what?
people, bro. Just all the black, police brutality. That just yeah, and it's been like that for years. To be fair, like, and even just like the way the government and the police are, it's just very useless.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy as hell. Um, like, do you ever think that? Do you think the laws will get like more strict there? You think you think things will like become more?
Definitely,
You think
definitely, because I feel like
definitely?
we've had like 3, 4 changes of prime ministers like over like the last 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So just even that itself, like we just been switching prime minister to prime minister to prime minister. So it's like there's just too many changes already in like who is like actually controlling the country. And because they
Mm,
all have different minds, they all want to try control the country in their own way. And they're not really helping the
mm-hmm.
people. They're not really about helping the people. So I think even at the start it was kind of like I never even understood the goal or concept for like building England or building the UK, and that's why even
Mm-hmm.
like Scotland, who is like a part of the UK, are trying to like have their own. They're not trying to be a part of like Britain no more. They're trying to be their own country. So it
Yeah, I
makes
mean,
sense why
yeah, yeah.
they're trying to cut away from us. Yeah, they like fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, but
So
Scotland, they were just they were taken over by the English,
yeah,
like, and they just want
yeah,
their independence, like, and I feel them
yeah.
on that. You got
Me
like
too. Me too.
I feel them on that. I'm like, shit, bro. Like if we can do it on our own and we can do it, shit, bro.
100%.
Deuces, and like that's
100%,
like
man.
yeah, like I never really like understood like so do people like build like we have like the opportunity, like everyone in America has the chance and the opportunity to become a millionaire. All you gotta do is just put the work in. Is it the same in the UK? How everyone can just become like a millionaire at the like if they just try really hard, like
Mm,
the
I don't
American
think so.
dream, like Is there like a
Nah,
UK dream?
yeah, there's no UK dream. There's no UK dream because what would even be the UK dream? Like who is like who I feel like there's no example of anybody out here that would make me go, okay, yeah, this person is the UK dream. Do you know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
that's one thing for me at least I've noticed. I'm just grabbing my charger real quick.
Oh, you good? You good?
But yeah, I think I feel like there is no UK dream. I thought the UK dream is just us as like people just doing what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the UK dream. Just escaping from like the whole system and the whole you know, just being in this like robot life. No more robot life,
Yeah.
just like be your own person, just live. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's, in my opinion, that's like the UK dream. To be honest,
Yeah.
to live, just have freedom.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to do.
Hell yeah. I
Wake
feel
up,
that, bro.
make peace every day.
Hell yeah. And like and like for like music and stuff like that and the music labels, like is there people like there's people signing multi-million-dollar deals as like artists in the UK, right? Does that like happen? Is that like happening? Like how we
I
got labels
mean,
signing artists for like, you know, a
yeah, I
couple
mean, there's
million.
labels. Yeah, there's labels, but whether if they're signing multi-million deals as well as out here being a rapper, nah, everything's backward, bro. Like I feel like you can sign a million, maybe like under a million deal if you're really good. Maybe like all the top people have signed maybe a good deal, you know, to maybe around that amount, maybe up to that amount, whatever. I don't know. But multi-million deals, nah, that's because you know rap out here, you know, it came way after like, you know, like America birthed it, right? So it's like it didn't come here till like very later. And then even so, we still had our own genres, you know, from you know, garage and grime and drum and bass, early drum and bass, jungle. So we've had our own styles. So then when rap came along, it was like, yeah, it's like, you know, the media didn't understand it and they just think it's American thing. So now it's like, even though now it's grown and it's yeah, labels are about, it's still like run by white people. So they need to kind of just put more money into it and just, you know, see more stuff.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, and then like it's crazy like hearing that, like, you know, like that, like you don't really see like a UK dream, and it's really hard to like see like the American dream like right now. Like you can still become you can still like, you know, build your own business and like build it's like $1 million or whatever like that, and like, you know, become a millionaire and like and it just depends on how hard you work. You can become like an entrepreneur and things like that, and like you can just chase any kind of thing you want, and like and y'all are looked at as like a Western, you know, country. And
100%.
like do you feel like it's not like, you know, even though it is West, like do you feel like you guys don't really have all of like the Western ideologies like how we have in America? Like do you think it's just like not like a huge disconnect?
That's a good question, honestly. I think we do have the same ideologies because even the way our countries are run and built as well from ground up, and having these metropolitan cities that have been built by all these governments and rich white folk, it's like, yeah, there's definitely that idea of like how they want things to be run and you know aligned. But whether if that will remain in years to come, especially when, you know, the older generation die out, and because it's like in England, for example, and I'm sure it's like in America, it's like it's more there's you know the ethnic minority or the ethnic people as us, because I don't even feel like I'm a minority or whatever, but us ethnic people, it's like we are in large amounts to an extent. So it's like I think it will just continue to grow. Where it's like maybe they would just, and they already feel like threat already. So I think perhaps it could change the dynamic and structure of how they would want to run the country, and perhaps maybe, you know, things might go left. Or hope, you know, I see it, I don't see it good because, you know, they don't want more people to be in this country who are like not of their own. So yeah, and I feel like it's the same in America as well. You know, I mean, you know, I see on YouTube like people saying, oh yeah, you know, racist this and racist that out in America, or like the amount of experience they've received. So yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's get back into the music, man. What are like some future like like collabs that you want to like do? Like, and what's your dream? What's your dream collab?
That's a very, very good question. Shit, a dream collab music wise, I'd say I'd want to work with Skepta,
For sure.
Lancey, or Sababy or Sababi, however you say his name.
Oh, Saw Baby
Sababy, yeah,
from
he's
Atlanta.
so
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
fire. He's amazing.
yeah. Fire.
I wanted to talk to me about unknowism for sure. I feel like we'd have a good conversation on that. I want to continue to grow up all my niggas, UK and America.
Mm.
But I think a very big collab from America I'd really want to happen or see. I really want to work with Black Cray one day, man. You know,
Oh
I
yeah,
really want
that'd
to
be
work with Sick
crazy.
Boy Rari, Black Cray, the legend himself, the Shine legend. I
Uh,
want to work with that nigga so bad. And Destroy Lonely one day too, I guess. And yeah, I know there's so many people I kind of want to work with. Like, yeah, there's loads of people. It's
hell
kind of hard to
yeah,
confuse.
hell yeah. For the people that like fuck with you, what can people look forward to, in the future from Egyptian?
I think in terms of myself again, I want to focus more on my branding and just the way I'm marketing and pushing myself. So I'm definitely going to be dropping way more tapes with artists, on my beats, and they might even just be different genres each time, to show the
Mm,
beats I make in this genre or that genre. So it will never be one thing specific, but it'll
mm,
be fun to hear people want like, okay, a plug tape, a plug and B tape strictly, but it's like American and UK or la di
mm,
da di da, so stuff like that. And then I definitely want to drop more visuals, be more out there, do
mm,
more DJ sets, be on more lineups. And I want to go to America as well. I want to
mm.
network like crazy when I get to America and see all my friends from Atlanta to LA to Seattle to New York. I want to see everybody and I want to just take in all the energies I can and learn so much because I feel like there's so much shit I can learn even from just going to America. So yeah, man, I want to do all of those. Those are the next things Egyptian want to do.
Hell yeah, dog. Anything recent that's gonna be dropping soon?
Yeah, bro. So I have a tape. It's called Love on My Mind. And this is like a very soulful R&B hip hoppy type tape with people on my beats. So it's not me rapping, it's just people on my beats, American and UK artists, underground artists, or whatever you want to call them, alternative or first, yeah, whatever term people want to call themselves for that. But it's just people on my beats. There's about nine songs and one beat for me, which is the intro.
Mm,
And it just is like what love is in terms of a context for them as each individual, but what it represents for themselves. So not everybody on the tape is gonna actually talk about love. They might be talking
mm.
about shit, selling drugs, and to them that is that is their love. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like
yeah. Facts,
some
facts.
people like the end of the world is their love, and I respect that because again everything is subjective. So yeah, it's cool to understand and see how people's minds work for just certain things and topics. So yeah,
Hell
it's a nice
yeah.
tape. I like it.
Hell yeah. Is there anything you want to plug? Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud,
Oh yeah,
Spotify?
man. I think everybody should follow me on all platforms and to spell my name correctly for the niggas who don't know how to spell my name because it's in hieroglyphics. Again, that's Space Ghost Poet Radio Clan inspiration, but it's GYPTXV and an N. You can't miss it, literally. So even if you type in GYPTX, it should be the first thing that comes up. You can follow me on all platforms. I'm there. I'm actually I'm actually gonna start showcasing. So I think one thing I'm gonna do as well. I'm gonna make a TikTok and start
Mm,
showcasing my beats on TikTok on like tutorials on how to help people and other producers.
hell
So I'm gonna
yeah.
start doing that shit as well for sure. But yeah, man, follow me on all platforms. I'm here. I want people to take me in. So thank you very much for this opportunity.
Ain't no problem, man. This is the Scottie Show, man. We had Egyptian. This one
Bang.
was legendary. First UK producer,
Yes,
artist,
sir.
manager on the
Come
podcast, man. This was lit, man. I
on.
appreciate you for pulling up, dog.
I appreciate you always, Scotty, man. Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate it. Heavy.
No problem, homie. This is the Scottie Show, Egyptian. Peace, dog.